La 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 lattes were a la 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 lattes were a. Hey y'all, drop some unicorns in the chat if you could hear your girl Tay like that. Y'all already know how this is about to go, so step in and enjoy the show for show for show. Hit that share to let them know Tay Tay is here. All right, all right, all right. Listen, y'all, I know I said I was going to be here between 8 and 8:15, but things did not go according to plans this morning the way that I chose for them to, because you know life be lifing. And even though 3 kids went out, 1 stayed in because they wasn't feeling too well this morning, but I still showed up and we still gonna show out. If God woke us up this morning, any and everything else is an extra, baby. You know how Tay Tay say it. And if didn't nobody tell you that they love you as of yet, you know your girl Tay Tay definitely do. But we definitely gonna have a conversation. Let me speak to the people coming in. Hey, Daily Sips. Hey, Shalonda. I hope I say Shalawanda. Oh Lord, please put the dashes for me in the chat so I could sound that out. I hate messing up people names. Good morning, beautiful. Well, great risings, because we not mourning anything. Everything is a blessing. There we go. Hey, Queen Lily. Hey, God is in control. Hey, Miss Ashley. Hey, Kay Brown. Hey, Coretta. Hey, Snooky. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Loretta. Blessings, everybody. Blessings, everybody. And welcome to Mornings with Tay Tay. I'm happy everybody came to check me. We're going to have a great conversation this morning because there's a lot of things that I want to straighten out. Yesterday was definitely a day. The tea was definitely piping hot. The tea was burning. It was burning. It was burning. Good morning, Cindy. Hey, Gloria. The tea was definitely burning, piping hot, right? But we're going to have a little, how can I say, class to explain to the people in the back, because they always try to make it seem as if something is being said that's not said. So we're going to have to actually come and correct it. Not that we even care, but if you're going to put out a narrative, right, then you can't put out false narrative when the only thing that's being put out is the truth. It's public record. Okay, the same way a person can go to the public record, the site, and get those type of documents is the same way the people that is saying what it is that they saying can get those same documents and see that there's nothing being added in, and there's nothing being taken out. So we're gonna get down to the bottom of things. This is sad. She broke because of that booger. Good morning, Cindy. You came in with your coffee. I love that. I love that. Right. Hey, Demetria. Good morning, CM. Blessings, baby. Hey, France. Hey, Janie. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Shalene. I hope I said it right. Hello, you said it right the first time. Okay. Listen, now I'm going to say this, right? We're going to get straight into the show for show because I was a little late, so I ain't going to make y'all wait. I hope y'all hit that like button. Okay. Now, basically, right? Nobody said that Shorty was evicted, okay? But basically what it shows is a person doesn't follow through with anything. When I say anything, if it does not have to do with a man, she did not ever have a plan. And her plan was to take care of him and not take care of her. And then she's ending up with situations that she is in like this. Okay. My thing is, right? People be living well above their means to prove things to other people. That's number one. When you get in a certain type of money, right? And we all have done it before. We ain't gonna be no fucking hypocrites. We all have bought unmeaningful shit. You understand? We all have spent money that we knew that we could have spent in a different way. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's number one. So we're not going to make it seem like people don't be living life and life don't be lifing. You learn and while you grow and you learn, right? That's the way that it's supposed to be. So when it comes down to money, people do make mistakes, right? But the thing that looks bad on a person's behalf is when you spending 30,000 and thousands of dollars on a person that you are in a situation with and it comes with no benefit. If you were in a relationship, right? And you was dealing with a person that you basically building a family with, y'all got kids and y'all coexisting within this situation, it's cool because what you doing for a person is doing for you. But when we see you doing for a person, meanwhile, all they shit is staying good, and you the person that's going through all the shit that you going through with your things, that's the part that's crazy. That's the part that's crazy because with the money that a person had that they poured into another person, fuck the money that they've gained and spent on themselves. Everything that a person is out here doing a brand deal for, they could have put in themselves. But just like they didn't uphold that contract with that landlord, they don't see through anything else that they do. Okay? The single mother thing. A person been trying to target the single mother outlet for a while. Good morning, Diaz. Good morning, Lizzie. And good morning, Melissa. Right? Now, my thing is, she been trying to target that outlet, that umbrella for a while. Let's just be real. It's always something that she tried to tap into to make it seem like she was helping, but really wasn't helping. Instead of her putting in, she was taking out because she was playing games with them people from the start. The only time this girl has been legit, I don't give a damn, I'm going to continue to say it, is when she was with her ex-husband. And that's because she wasn't the person that was being responsible. It was the person that she was attached to. This person has not been paying any of their goddamn bills. Okay? Or she's been taken out of pots that where you supposed to be responsible. When you get in certain situations, your point is supposed to be to build your credit so you can build your business or build around business. But your credibility is everything. You owe the banks, you owe the peoples, you in court for everything. And for me, it got to be draining because when you can be in a situation where a person said, listen, I paid all the bills for 4 years, right? Exactly, Melissa. She don't pay no bills. And that's exactly what I swear to you. That's the reason that a person was able to seem stable. It's not that they were stable. The person that they was with was stable. And now that they're no longer in that situation, a person is all over the place. But what people is not thinking, behind all of that, fuck her, fuck the moose, excuse my language this morning early, but them kids is in the middle of that. And they're steady being moved around throughout the whole existence of this situation, this saga, whatever the hell they choose to call it. Okay? How many times have these kids been moved within that situation? Where is the stability? It's the adult in a situation that's pouring into another adult to seek their own happiness. It's not for the happiness of their children. And can't nobody tell me that. Even though nobody lives the same. I might want to own a house. You might be comfortable with renting. But even in the factors of renting, when you rent, there's no stableness to it. Her brain never developed over 16 years old. You absolutely right, Cindy, because she was busy in court. She was busy in court. She was not listening to the 7 B's at all. In her case, it was never no books before boys because boys bring babies. Nobody taught her that. Nobody taught her the 7 B's in a female's life, baby. Because she always put the boys before the books, and all she did was bring babies. Exactly the opposite. Okay, so people try to make it seem like it's a money thing. The only thing that's a money thing is if you're not being responsible with the money, friend. It's not like as if people see you doing what it is that you have to do. We not the ones that's paying your bills for you. So you can't blame us for the situations that you may be possibly going through. This girl came up here a couple of months ago. Just like I said yesterday, I don't know if people pay attention to the situations. People come up here and we've seen this happen throughout this whole saga. Okay? This whole saga, that's right. Let them know. Don't forget to hit the like button. People come up here and project their own lives onto other people. This lady came up here and did a whole song and dance, started a GoFundMe, disrespected Harmony, talking about how the content creators is harassing her and this, that, and the third. First of all, me personally, you put your life on the internet. It's public. It's public, sis. It's nothing personal in it. It's strictly fucking business. Don't nobody know you to like you. The things that you do, people may not like, boo, but it is still business. Never fucking personal. But for you to come up here on a live and try to play victim to get people to think that motherfuckers was up here talking about your goddamn kids to start a GoFundMe. To start a GoFundMe, to then go to Jamaica with your fucking moose off the backs to make it seem like that's a slap to the face to the supporters, to me. But in that same live, sis was talking about people not paying their bills and things being on auto pay, and she'll rather be in the situation that she's in than anybody. Basically, sis was popping it. She thought she was popping her big one. Doxing people, right? Cindy, let's talk about it. Inciting, telling people, yeah, call the judge, fax the judge, tell him to send them these names. Matter of fact, just fax all of them. Sis was in the live talking about, because I'm not calling out no channel names. I'm only going off for government. Well, me personally, if you call my government, I'm not coming to fucking court. Not one day in the motherfucking world. And if I was to, it would be to embarrass you, because that will be a day a person will definitely regret ever bringing Tay anywhere into governmental settings, because I'm going to be like, I'm trying to protect the people. Her father is a tree fucker. I'm telling you the truth. See something, say something. This man got a record. I see him around kids on a regular fucking basis. So I need to be some type of protection where a person is not being protected. I'm sorry. I'm going to always speak the fuck up when I know a person is in violation of some shit. But let me just school you real quick. Along my journey, Tay did what she was supposed to do. Because I don't just do this shit for clicks and views, boo-boo. This is an actual business. A business. Google me, bitch. I am a business. So when you actually are taking somebody to court, and it is a business, you will have to take the business to court to sue whatever, however you choose to say it. Tay is a LLC, baby, and I didn't get no free LLC, bitch. I paid for my shit. It is fully legit. So I'm not up here playing games with no fucking body. Not you, not the tree fucker, not the moose. But if it is on public display, Tay gonna talk about it, fucking baby. And that's on that. That's on that. That's on that. I don't give a fuck what type of narrative a person create. Black and white is every fucking thing. Lupac did not have to come up here and create no situation just for the factors of making Briana look no type of way. Briana looks the way that she look on her fucking own, baby. So ain't nobody trying to push no narrative like, oh, she got evicted and this is the... No. No, no, no. What it shows is that she's fucking responsible and her life is in fucking shambles. Because at the end of the day, when you going through something with everything, let me say it again, everything, it can't be a good thing. I don't care what nobody said. Okay, for you happen to just have two geritol twins and you keep having to uproot and move from here to there or do this and do that, and now you in court. How the fuck you got time to be a mother if you in court most of the time? With every goddamn body. Time may be free, but it can cost you everything. And look what your time is going to. Your content is the courtroom, sis. Now people just wait for the outcome of the situations that you in because there's so many of them. Every month throughout this season, throughout this 2025, Stuck Eye has been in the courtroom with somebody with different situations. Let me know if I'm making it up. Tell Tay if she making it up. Because I know, regardless of how people feel about the situation, she came out here and she lied on a man, and yeah, they went through a divorce, and that's how all of us got on the factors of this course. But she still lived a life and living a life after that. And instead of moving forward, it's going way backwards. Way backwards. It's going back to the factors of shit that she was doing in her teenage years. As a grown-ass woman that's raising kids, a half a fucking dozen. We not talking about one or two. This girl got a half a dozen kids. Do you know how many Do you know how many lives she's responsible for those that don't know what a half a dozen is? That is 6. Okay? And she's making decisions for 2. And it's none of the kids. It's her and the moose. The only person this person has made decisions for the last 3 years is the grown folks in the situation. The kids have not been part of the narrative. The only thing they get to do is move around with. But in what situation do they stick? Sis in court, well, she was in court with her ex-husband. She needed that motherfucking child support. She ain't give a fuck about shit else, but we see why. Sis be up for that. She needs that money. I don't give a fuck if you are making money. If it ain't the money that you was used to making, then that's like not having no money at all. Because the shit that you used to having, you seeing it fall. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, Lexus. Good morning, beautiful. I guess they gonna blame Robert because his child support was low. Right. But if a person out here and they so much motion, nigga, that 30,000 that you put into that nigga chain, you could have started your own fucking company. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about real shit because real people do real things. Tay be out here working. All right. Working. I be lurking, but I'm working. Throughout my journey, just like I made my business a fucking brand, for the last 3 nights, I have not even slept. Okay? Building me a fucking website. a website. You have to invest in yourself to be the best in yourself. I don't never give a fuck what nobody else is doing. I say it all the time. I'm not in competition with nobody but my own self to make a better self. So when I present myself to the Lord, he appreciates how far I've come. That is all, and that is it. Anything else, Tay don't give a shit. So for the last 3 nights, I've been doing something that's going to continue to pull me forward. You don't never keep yourself stuck in no fucking box for nobody. For nobody. At some point in time, you gotta realize, like, okay, I am the brand. What am I gonna do with my brand? Is this what I see for my brand, or do I see my brand furthering? And if you see any type of journey for your brand, you're going to invest in that brand. So for you to invest $30,000 into a nigga and not invest $30,000 into you and your kid's future, you's a stupid ass bitch, and I'm standing on it. You could have monopolized on the things that you brought forth within your situation. Fuck what you get. Fuck anything else. Thank you for becoming a member, Tanisa girl. Tennessee girl, right? Right. There we go. There we go. Let me get my shit together, because no, that one got me. That one got me pissed off. At any point in time, a person could have invested that $10,000 that she was outside 2 o'clock in the morning for, on the phone with Tree fucking Walter, him telling her to go home and he'll get whatever shit that she was begging to get. It wasn't about no fucking ring. It was about that goddamn ding, ding. So me personally, at what point in time have anybody seen this girl invest one dime into her kid's fucking future? None, and none. So I'm guessing there's no investment for her oldest son. Listen, there's no investment for none. For none. For none. She really needed that money from that child support. But why the fuck Robert money still got to support the responsible things in the situation while you use your money on a fucking lane? Are you kidding me? All of y'all built y'all backs off of the same man that you still trying to have be responsible for a situation that he's no longer in. Outside of the fact is that his daughter still got to dwell within the situation. When she move, she move. When she move, she move. I don't give a fuck. She done moved how many times? The only thing that's been stable in Momo's life is her fucking dad. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I don't give a damn. A man is a man. You telling me that, oh, the mother could date, but the father can't? At least he took a longer time to bring somebody in front of his daughter's eyes than the bitch did. She moved the whole nigga in. Let's talk about it within a month, friend. A month, 2 months? The fuck? Hey, Talisha, she better wake up. Some laws are about to change. Right, and it's not in her favor. But at what point in time, what are you doing for your favor? A lot of people, if nothing in this situation, people can learn things. Like, for real, you can really learn things. This situation got so many different outlets of what to do and what not to do in certain situations if they become you. I'm being realistic with it. And like I said, when you invest in yourself, you make the best in yourself. And the only thing this girl has invested in is ding ding. And the only blessing that she's got out of the investments is the children. But she's not treating them like children. She's not putting her best foot forward for them. And if your childhood, people come and say, oh, they try to make it seem like it was one way. But how could you have ever said that your childhood was anything when you've always been out here attempting to be grown? And then now that you are grown, you are carrying yourself like a little ass girl. You're going to have to pick your struggle. You're going to have to pick your struggle. Because now, when it comes down to the factors of raising kids, it is a thing that can cause resentment. Okay? You wanted to sit there and cause pain and destruction in a situation where you felt that you was no longer wanted, right? But me personally, that was the best thing that came into your life that brought you any type of purity. And people got to understand, and I say this over and over again, nobody is fucking perfect. People definitely go through things. So to make it seem like those two people was in a relationship and they've never went through anything and everything that they've ever went through was on the factors of it being Briana fucking fault, no. That's not the case. A lot of people only came to the case because regardless to what a person is, they don't deserve to be lied on. Okay? So if you gotta sit there, if a person is already who you say they is, you shouldn't have to lie to further it. If they as bad as you say they are, then you just telling the story of who they are should basically explain or get the point across. But when you have to add something on to try to destroy, then that definitely makes it seem like the things that you're putting forth is lying because you're in your feelings. You don't tell the story that you tell because you healing and you actually get into your next stage. You're telling the story because you feel rejected, and in a heat of rage, you lied and tried to destroy this man. And now everything that you put out for Robert, you actually are receiving within yourself. And the world is just watching. You wanted us to see, we see. You said that you was Big Bree. We looking to see the big. We waiting to, where's the big? Because right now, the only thing we see is Bree being fucking Bree. There's no extra added anything. No business, no substance, no stability. So when you hating on a person, it would be normally because they everything that you see yourself to be that you may not yet be. But when you look at Bree, other than seeing a mess, what do you see? Where's the big? A big fucking mess. She's created a big mess. So other than that being big, what else is big? Her head, her feet, her problems. Let me know. What else is big? What? The embarrassment? The embarrassment is real big. The embarrassment is real big. Them text messages back when they came out, you saying that you didn't want to be embarrassed because you got in a situation and then you didn't want to just get out of a situation because of a situation to have to deal with the embarrassment of the public because you are a woman that has kids, the forgotten four, right? And you don't want to come out here and look a certain type of way. Well, girl, I hate to be the one to break the bad news to you, but you got first-hand embarrassment, second-hand embarrassment. You working on about fifth and sixth at this goddamn point because everything that you've done outside of your situation, fuck attaching you to your ex-husband. We can't blame none of this on him. He ain't got no parts. Let's just say that. He ain't got no parts. This is all your fuck up. This is all on you. So when it comes down to the factors on you outside of your marriage, if you didn't want to be embarrassed, then if the donkey of the day month and year award don't go to you, I don't know who else is supposed to go to. You sitting out here talking about a hit dog gun holler. Bitch, you been screaming. We can hear you. It's like you letting off silent doggy calls out loud. If wounded was a goddamn thing. You done came out here and try to prophesize off of everything that belongs to somebody else other than you. But girl, getting your hand caught in that cookie jar was the worst thing that you ever chose to do. That was another embarrassing thing, because how the fuck you trying to help people with their finances? Let's just act like, okay, we're gonna act like, let's just act like for a reason, right? Let's just act like for this one moment in this very second, let's just act like if the book did not belong to Dr. Jill, okay? And Head and Feet actually made this book on her own, right? Let's say if Head and Feet actually made this book on her own, right? And she was actually putting this book out to help other people, right? With their finances and how to manage, right? Now, if these people was to look at the public record of how you hire or handle your own finances, these motherfuckers might want to sue you, because how you selling me something that you don't even do? That is false advertisement. You're selling a lie. That's what that would mean. How you telling me to do this, and then I should have this as an outcome? I get to live bougie on a budget. Yes, I do. But then when I look at you, you just looking like a budget truck moving from here to there, to there, to there, and your life seems stuck. Bitch, I'm going to want to sue you. I'm going to want to sue you. You sold me a lie. You gave me a product knowing that it does not work. If it does not work for you and you the person that's selling it to me, what would that say, baby? But when you steal somebody else's idea, now we actually coming into the truth, right? When you actually steal somebody else's idea, and instead of using it as a blessing to actually help your life that is in, I don't know, even with shambles at this point in time, and then be able to help another person by coming out and saying, listen, y'all, I bought Dr. Jill's book, okay? My life was in shambles at the time. All right. I was trying to figure out my finances, trying to make this happen and still be able to do the things that I enjoy doing. And me purchasing her book allowed me to be able to live my life comfortably. That would have been showing respect to another person. And you never know the blessing you would have received from being able to do that, baby. Because it's always supposed to be a situation where one hand washes the other and both hands wash the face. Not you coming out here and getting your hands dirty and then thinking that you're going to get grace. It don't work that way. She desperate. I said she was desperate when she came out here and was selling them rubber panties. I don't know how y'all missed that in that 12 by 12 bathroom. Talk about they don't show no panty lines. They comfortable. What rubber panties is comfortable? You can't make me a believer. But when you out here and you not able to pick brands that you would like to work with, and you have to accept brands just so you continue working, it becomes a thing where now your character, okay, is being placed in a certain position because your credibility is shot. It's the credibility for me. How could you uphold anything within these people companies that you have not been able to uphold for yourself? That's number one, right? And number two, you're only scraping and scoundering to be able to monopolize because you need the money. And because you need the money, that leaves you with very little choice. Very little choice. You a brand. If you saying you as big as you say that you is, why you don't do certain things to monopolize off of the factors that or of the motion that you say you have? Even when it come down to your supporters, it's not a two-way street. It's not they support you and you support them. No, they just support your bullshit, and it's a one-way street. They don't receive nothing from Bree other than drama, negativity, and lies. Those three things. They don't get to see Bree be a productive business runner. They don't get to see Bree be a productive goddamn parent. I don't give a fuck how many times you had to set that camera up before you made that bottle, bitch. That's it. And then you didn't even sit there and feed the baby it. The blanket did. You propped the baby up with the blanket, and that goes to show. I ain't saying we ain't never did that before, because we all have. But every time we've seen the factors of an interaction, that's the way that it's been. That's it. So far as the supporters, where do they get an even split? Mm-mm. Ain't no way you gonna make me believe it. Ain't no way you gonna make me believe it. And I'm not going to. Hey, Snooky. Hey, everybody coming in. Definitely hit that like button so they can know that Tay is here. Okay. Let me show respect again to my girl, Tennessee girl, okay, for that new membership. And definitely support your host with the most, okay? I kept my end of the bargain. Tay showed up this morning. Like I said, I know I was a little late. Because my baby had a belly ache. So I had to make sure that that situation was taken care of. You know, I can't show up for nobody if I don't show up for my babies first. That's number one. Y'all know Tay is a mother. Hey, Emil. If she has no content now, it has come a time that when a person steals from, yes, definitely steal for other fish. What else? Okay, she moved in Robert house. She tried to steal his life and take over it and make it seem like it was hers. All right. And then since she been out here as a stray, she been trying to steal a little bit of something from everybody. But it ain't something that's new. Nothing never comes from her, not even her emotions. When she's apologized to people, she stole other people's apologies. When she gave other people their accolades, she stole other people's accolades. She was still in posts, still in pictures. We don't know how many things done been stolen. We only know the things that we caught, but that don't mean that it ain't been stolen things that done been done before, that a person possibly that done got credit for that wasn't theirs. Okay? Ain't no way. Ain't no goddamn way. Her business, who started it? The space with who started it? When she was in a relationship and her and Lauren used to do the mommy and me thing and they used to be in the shop with the clothing, who started it? When it was the post uplifting women, who wrote it? Huh? I'll wait. Who wrote it? Huh? Because anytime she came to the internet, it was to defend some shit that she possibly seen in the comments. It wasn't to uplift anything. And that's even when she was in the factors of a relationship with Robert. Anytime Robert was not around, she was doing some little girl shit, just like she do that she's with now, the same shit she do like she do now that she's in a situation with Jonelle. When he's not around, that's when she was on live and she was popping her big one and talking the shit that she was talking. Soon as that man came in the house, sis switched so goddamn quick. How about the video that was circling around where she was on live and Jonelle came in and took the phone? She was like, oh, you scared me. Okay, so them same things is only on repeat. When she used to be in a relationship with Robert, when she used to see the shit in the comments, oh, that's when she say, my husband, and that's why I work. That's why I sell here. That's why I was working in Best Buy, and I got 3 degrees, and them degrees ain't doing nothing for your life, honey. You didn't even put the degrees to match your money to build a profitable business. So I'm confused. You paid more attention to the 3 degrees that's not real than you paid attention to your own life. But if we going to be real about the situation, tell me. Let's say no. Hey, sunshine. The degrees serve no purpose, baby. You could use them shits for grease on chicken. Take them shits, I take them fake ass degrees out them frames. Next time you frying some chicken, use them as instead of the paper towel to catch the grease or the rack, just put them fucking degrees at the bottom and let them degrees catch that grease. Cause them some greasy ass shits. Cause I'm confused. Anybody put something on who? They put something on themselves. Because the only time we seen a better portion of a person's self is when they was in another situation with somebody else. So I'm going to have to figure out at what point in time, since they've been out of a situation with another person, what have they done to make them look responsible? Now she out here circling this old ass content trying to get paid for it because she doesn't have anything that she could put together on her own. She told Robert on that phone call when she was walking around that mall tricking on her moose, where you at in Foot Locker? But yeah, she told Robert, listen, I wanted to do skits. I'm in acting class. That's my best friend. And now I could do the skits because I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that. And you didn't want to do it. Well, this is what you wanted to do? This is what you wanted to do? Because this is it right here. Only thing we got to see you do is have more babies. We got to see you go take your raw ass cheeks, put them on public toilet seats in Target to prove a pregnancy to a group of people that you don't even know. And now you so afraid of what people are going to say about your twins. You done brung them up as something different other than what the fuck they is. A AI, a cartoon, and now if you post them, it'll be out of desperation. Desperation. Like, listen, nigga, we gonna have to post these twins, okay? The money going down, we gonna have to bring the people around. This may be the only thing that we got left. We done came out here and been the Proud Family. We done came out here and been Martin and Gina. We done came out here as, listen, I done came out here as Moesha, Dear Diary. I done stole this woman book. I done had to try to fight my ex-husband for back child support. Listen, we gonna have to show these babies, okay? And it's bad because people worry about what the people over here is going to say. And we don't really give a fuck either way. is not going to stop us from saying shit. But the twins is not the point. It's the fucking parent. But the people that's supposed to support her, they be talking pure shit about the Geritol twins. Talk about some, oh Lord, if they look anything like shit. The lady with the bad feet in the coochie here, she the one who set it off. She came raw from the beginning and said, if them kids look anything like they daddy, I won't be able to stand to see it. But this is the same person with bad feet, swollen ankles, and coochie hair that said, if Bree needed assistance, we would be on top of it. We would come through and show up. How are you speaking for other people fucking money? Them people in that comment section would help Bree. Only thing you would be doing is telling them to help Bree because you stole her motherfucking people. So now, if you tell them to help her, then that may be the way she's going to get some assistance. But the way it's seeming, everybody need assistance because everybody losing their shit. How you gonna help somebody else when it's seeming like you need help yourself at the moment? You losing your shit too. I don't get, like, it's people not paying attention. Help who? How can somebody that can't help themselves help somebody the fuck else? There's a difference because, like I say all the time, you can be a blessing to someone even when you are going through something within yourself. But if you are the person that's causing the things that you and other people is going through, then that's something different. It don't get the same outcome. Okay. Let's just be honest, baby. Dr. Jill having her way with both you bitches like McDonald's at this point. And she get to sit back and watch. And we get to sit back and see the entertainment. Because what you do will be what you get. Okay? She pop in, pop out, use the supporters for their money to supply trips and all other shit to pour into her Moose 3000. But what businesses or anything to profit off of? How about giving or getting something and having something to give in return? What do she got to give in return? Huh? There is no return. There is no return policy. And everything should come when you buy even a product, okay? And if you receive your product and something is wrong, you have the right to return it. I don't want that shit. Either I'm going to replace it with the actual product that I wanted, or now I'm pissed off enough, I don't want it at fucking all. So the way a person has came out here and presented themselves, both as a whole, I would not want no fucking parts. What? Anything that any of these people do is for the benefit of them and not the supporters, friend. It never has been. All right. The only thing that these people are is money mules to their situations to fund the things that they don't choose to fund themselves. So when you look at these people losing things, to know that y'all been giving these people y'all money and they not even pouring into the things that they supposed to be pouring into, because instead of them winning, they're actually losing. And yes, when you hustling backwards, that is a loss. That is a loss. When you hustling backwards, that is a loss. And not having no stability in life is hustling backwards, especially when you have kids, because stability is supposed to come first. Okay? Fuck it. If you ain't have no kids, motherfucker, be a vigilante. Live your life on the land if you choose to. All right? You can live on the road, move around as much as you want, because the only thing you have to worry about is yourself. But when you are in the position where you making decisions for somebody else, how does that work? How does that work? What can a person come out here and defend? The lady can't come out here with the lady with the coochie here can't come out here and defend shit, because it would be called being a hypocrite. Because when people get upset, they speak their true feelings like a drunk. Okay, just like they say drunks speak their true feelings. People that's angry speak their true feelings too. That's when people choose to say things that they ain't never said before and then try to blame it on the factors that they was angry at the time. Well, listen, if you had to get angry at me to tell me the truth about me, I appreciate more the truth than the fuck. I don't give a fuck about the anger. Whatever it took about to bring whatever you had in you out, that's what it's about. But the factors of what a person said, it can never be taken back. And that's why I don't be understanding how people be getting certain fucking passes. It could never be me. It could never be me. You can't apologize for certain fucking things. And when that lady came back, the things that she said about Bree is the only thing that people will remember, far as both of their credibility. Both of their credibilities went down the fucking drain at the same time. It sure did. It sure did. Because what you did was, for a minute, you actually told the truth of how you feel about a person. Okay? And you let the world hear it. All right? And it can be played back today. Oh no, I wouldn't let my own daughter watch it. Basically, you said she young, dumb, full of cum, and she fucking with a dumb. And if them kids come out looking anything like him, then at the end of the day, you won't even be able to look at them. And she is very much stupid. She out here getting kicked, spit, choked. We knew about the abuse. We knew about all of it. How about she bought this nigga a little chain? He said he ain't want the little chain. She went on out and bought him a big chain after I told her. First of all, how you feel you in a position to tell her to do any motherfucking thing. But anyway, I told her not to buy him the chain. And then the next thing we see is the chain. Hey, Elisa. We live in a time where the blind lead the blind. Absolutely. We living in a time, unfortunately, where people are faking it to make it. I don't know if they took the old school term, fake it till you actually get there, but that's not the fucking case. I actually rather live my real life and, how can I say, travel up my journey of progression versus faking progression and then still having to live with the fact it ain't really that. But when you get people and they speak in their true feelings, she was the first person that came out here and disrespected her. It's one thing if we saying one thing, but for you to go to her supporters and tell them how you really feel about her being a dumbass. And yeah, she has been getting her ass beat and tricking at the same time, to say the least. And now she's having babies by this motherfucker. And if they look anything like him, then woo and we. So for now, you to come out here and talk about, because if Bree needed help, we would be the ones that you helped do exactly what you chose to do. Use her for click and views. Like you was defending her, really wanted to be cool with her. And then once you got your feelings hurt, you tried to destroy her. And then all while making it seem like you are her friend, so you could profit. And the only person, I don't know if that I be stuck in the corner and it has no vision, but I don't know how she can't see it. Hey, Miss Hill, good grateful morning. I don't know how another person could see it, because I know we surely could see it. I hope y'all hit that like button, that share button, and definitely support your girl Tay in any way possible, baby. Definitely make sure those likes is matching the numbers, baby, of activity. You know, it's always going to be some people in the bushes, but everybody in the bushes is not an op. So if you are in the bushes and you listening to Tay, you know I love you the long way, and I thank you for being here with me. And to the bed bugs, ain't this some shit? Y'all see this? Huh? All the people y'all choose to defend is losing it. Literally. Mm-hmm. Figuratively and literally. Both of them. Hey, LaRonda. Good morning, beautiful. You see, I showed up and I'm here. Tay is here. We definitely having a morning with Tay Tay. This is definitely Tay Tay Talks. And I came through to actually talk to my community to see if they see the same things that I see. Because it's not even about clowning a person. Okay? It's about reality. And if you see the reality of people's situations, even though we may say the shit that we say, it's actually sad, to say the least, because the same shit that you come out here and project on other people is the same thing that you are actually going through within your own life. How? I ain't never seen nobody go to court this much. You would think she worked in the court as a public defender or some shit at this point. Or she had family that was in the court, being that she was in the court so much. Like, you know, when your mother a judge, or if your mother a lawyer or some shit like that, and you know, or been around her in her field or stuff like that. But for you to always be in court because you either being taken to court or somebody is running from you at court. Either way, either you're putting somebody on papers or you getting put on papers. Your address at this point in time should just be the courthouse. Where you live, the courthouse. Where you from, the courthouse. Where you grew up at, the courthouse. Like, say what now? Like, say what now? Say what now? I didn't even, 16, what was you doing in court with Mr. Barnes? 16? You already was trying to claim abuse, my bad, YouTube, abuse. At 16? You were supposed to be trying to be getting ready to graduate from high school. And I ain't saying like we ain't dating our teens and motherfuckers wasn't doing what they was doing at 16, but I sure wouldn't have been on wanting to be in court with a nigga that tried to leave me and then I try to blame him for abusing me at 16. It's like a movie. Some shit you would go to see in the theater. Okay, now don't get me wrong, for us, the timeline has been sped up a lot. But to look at a person's then up into now, yeah, this is definitely a movie. An unbelievable one at that. An unbelievable one at that. All right, Cindy. Because say what now? You know what? Let me see. You know what we've been said. The projected. Yes. She was on that live that day in that kitchen, popping it with that little Timu suit. What? She was popping it with that little Timu suit. She was sitting here. Yeah. She was mad that Harmony was streaming that live that day, boy. She was online talking her shit. Hit dogs gonna holler and she gonna expose people. The real names. The real names. Right. Not no channel names. No, I ain't doing that. Why would I do the channel names? What you said now? Auto pay? Where that auto pay at now, huh? Where your auto pay at, girl? I told everybody yesterday her auto pay button must be broke. Then she got to be worrying about being sued by them goddamn banks. She got to worry about being, you better hope the IRS don't come and get you for that PPP loan, girl. Them people gonna want their money. and you done lied to them. What business you done ever been in where you was cooking anything? You ain't cooked shit. We ain't even see you cook for your kids. And the shit we did see you cook for your kids, we don't know yet if we should still report it. Because anybody that scrape eggs like that on a pan, that got to be some type of neglect. I'm just being honest, because that's a boost. That was a boost. So about they like a lot of cheese in their eggs. They like a lot of cheese in their eggs. Uh-huh. Let me see. Meanwhile, oh, this what she said? That's what she said. Meanwhile, so Miss Briana puts in her story and she decides to say, meanwhile, I'm focused on building, growing, and protecting my peace. Success is the best clapback. Where's that? You hear that, y'all? Y'all hear any clapping? I sure don't hear no goddamn clapping. Where's the clapping at? Clap back. Biggest clap back. Where? Nope, I don't hear no clapping. And I damn sure ain't seen no success. You ain't even a successful liar. You just a successful get quarter. So I'm trying to figure out, meanwhile, I'm focused on building. You better be focused on paying that landlord his goddamn rent for September. That's what you better be focused on, okay? And you shouldn't be thinking about growing anything, because anytime you talk about growing, the only thing that grows is your belly from pregnancy. That's it, okay? And protecting your peace, how the hell could you protect something that you destroy for everything and everybody that you come across? Peace and you in a situation or a same sentence cannot coexist. And success is not something that you steal. It's something that you get on the factors of growing. And like I said, only thing you do to grow is have babies. So I don't know. And clap back. That's people problem. Why your success or you growing or having anything that would be of positivity, why would people feel like they doing it and it's a clap back to other people versus a growth for themselves? I'm not getting better in life to clap back at nobody else. Nigga, I'm getting better in life to clap for myself. I don't give a fuck about no clap back. So you mean to tell me if it wasn't nobody that you felt that you had to prove something to, you would be cool with the shit that you got to coexist, even though you already coexisting in it? You can't blame the people. Where does accountability come? When do people take accountability for themselves? How you even write some shit like this in your, this why you look stupid. This why people, and I don't even like to use, this why people call you stupid. This the reason right here. Meanwhile, that paperwork dropped yesterday and your landlord said he want his money, bitch. So you ain't got time to be focused on shit, but figuring out how you gonna pay him. Cause you ain't have to get evicted to break a contract and still owe somebody some shit. Or have you picked out your outfit that you gonna wear to your next court date? Like I'm confused. Success. The only thing you successfully keep doing is showing up in the courthouse. Where's the clap? There's no clap. There's no clap. I can't believe she's stupid. Them big head and them big feet ain't worth nothing, baby. Them big head and them big feet ain't worth a goddamn thing. Okay? Okay? Okay. At all. At all. Building what? She ain't building shit. But more embarrassment. Secondhand, third hand, just like secondhand smoke. That's the only thing that she is pulling up that's going to be. What? How you figure that's a clapback? Getting your shit together should be a blessing. That's what I would think. Ain't that what y'all think? Y'all don't think that getting your shit together would be a blessing for you? Huh? Ain't that who you should be doing it for? Not for the clap back towards other fucking people. We don't give a fuck whether you get your shit together or not. We gonna talk either fucking way. So the only person that should be focused on what they doing in their life to care about their life is you, baby. Be great for you. That's what you're supposed to do. I can't say it or see it any other way. And how you let that ceiling get right and didn't even report it. That's the thing. You was comfortable with them conditions. But now we see why when a person, listen, I'm gonna tell you, when you living in comfortability, it's one thing, okay, if you don't choose to show people certain things, then okay. But you're not gonna be paying that much rent in a space and you only can stand in a 12 by 12 to do any type of activity when it comes down to the factors of being on the screen. You didn't even have a productive area that consisted of where you did business. Okay, just because you have a game chair or a desk chair, whatever the fucking chair that you choose to call these type of chairs or whatever. But far as doing anything to run your brand or be a brand, because wait, ma'am, these people want their money. Living nasty, okay? Living nasty. For you to be able to sit there and say, oh, okay, well, the ceiling was this and the ceiling was that. You live there with it like that. Can you tell she nasty when she seen them babies on the floor with no mat? A teen mom knows better than that. Say it, Cindy. I would hope so. Hey, Simply Linda. I would hope so. She couldn't report the ceiling because that landlord would have seen how nasty she had his crib. Talk about it, LaRonda. And or it was something that she caused. Like, say, if you have an upstairs and downstairs, you understand what I'm saying? And people let the tub or the sink from upstairs in the bathroom overflow or something, and it leaks downstairs. That's the reason why it's damaged. A person probably didn't want to let the landlord know because they was going to have to pay the damages, but to still end up winding up paying the damages, because even when you leave the scene, they still have to come and check it over after you leave to inspect what's in order and what's not. And then for a person to get slick and turn off the electric to where, listen, how the hell now, how I'm supposed to check these appliances to see if they actually work? Not saying that they don't, but how am I supposed to know that they do? Okay, and a person can say, well, you can't have lights on in two places at one time. But me personally, you can do whatever the fuck you want with your name that you choose to. If you can pay those bills, then at the end of the day, the bills is yours. You're not on no public assistance or granted nothing far as people know, to where another person is in control of how it is and how many places you can buy to live. That's just like if you have a house and then you have an office space somewhere else. The name on the lights can be at the house and the name at the office can be in your name as well. What if you get another apartment as a creative space? You still would need lighting and stuff for that creative space. So you mean to tell me you would not be able to put that within your name? That's bullshit. That's bull crap. Definitely bull crap. And we ain't gonna go for it. You kept that man place nasty. You wasn't willing to pay the rent that he was asking for, which we all have a choice in that. That's the thing. Okay? If I'm living in a place, right? And even if I sign, but I agreed to it. That's the bad part. So I can't even say what I'm about to say. Because that would be bullshit. Because I was gonna say if I lived in a place and the landlord decided to go up on the rent, I would have a choice not to pay it. But if I signed an agreement that states that I am aware that the landlord can go up on the rent and I still agree to it, that's on me. That's not on the landlord at all. Because if I came into this contract knowing, all right, I'm paying this, but it states here in black and white that I can ultimately have to pay this at some point in time. If I'm not willing to do that, then I'm not going to sign into that agreement at all because I know it doesn't match my situation. I'm not prepared to pay no more money. I want more of a stable situation to where I'm paying this amount and I know that it's going to stay this certain amount. So basically a person is signing agreements and lease and then breaking the lease before the people have a chance to go up on the rent because now she don't want to pay the excess rent. But how many other situations has it been? Because if a person done moved around within a certain amount of time, have they been doing month to month leases in the places that they've been moving in? Because I know in New York, I know there's yearly lease and then there's 2-year lease. And then sometimes when you're in the process of re-signing a lease or whatever, they'll keep you on a month-to-month lease as long as you're still in the apartment and paying the rent. But as long as you sign a contract with someone, you're supposed to meet the contract. I'm still confused why the motherfucker is still renting, but gifts a nigga expensive gifts who does. Listen, I'm going to just be honest with you, LaRonda. That's the thing. Some people like to own, right? And some people like to rent. Different paths for different people. So I'm not gonna knock a person that likes to rent if I'm a person that likes to own, but I am going to knock a person that even though you renting shit, you still can't keep shit. Even your rental is not stable. So even if you in ownership of something or renting something, you still want to be responsible of anything or be responsible with anything that you get. You will want to maintain it. How you saying you don't want to be a owner, but you not even being a responsible renter? Like that is definitely confusing. Now that part is definitely confusing. You understand how, even if you did not want to own, you didn't want the responsibility that came with ownership, far as a house, because then but if you're signing the same agreements, because in that lease that Lupac read, it showed and said everything that she would have been responsible for far as moving into the property. So if the contracts that you are signing still come with the same responsibilities of being a owner almost, then what would be the difference other than the factors of you not being a responsible party to be able to maintain either one? Hey, Serenity Speaks. I missed you. I ain't see you in a minute, girl. She needs a low mortgage payment. Rent obviously too high, and she failing. That moving place to place out the question. Exactly, and I totally agree. It really is, and it should be, especially when you have kids. Lyona knew she didn't need no more kids. Her mental been going even when she was with RH. He was trying to help. Yeah. How many videos we seen? And he been telling her to go get help for years. You need to talk to somebody. You need to go get some type of therapy. Not fake therapy that you put his daughter in Okay? Real therapy that is needed. That type of therapy. That type of therapy. I'ma just be honest. When you having babies back to back and even at a young age, postpartum, I hope I'm saying it right. Postpartum depression is a real thing. Okay? Depression is a real thing. Okay? Which causes mental illness in a lot of areas, not mental wellness, but mental illness. And when you having babies back to back and you getting in relationship with men after men or man after man, mentally, your brain, okay, is in a state of confusion. And I'm just going to be honest. When you're a person that deals with mental illness, you can, how can I say, see your triggers and be able to respond to them in a different way than you would normally, right? But if you're not getting diagnosed for your triggers or your illness, then me personally, you could be a person that's been living in manic for how long? And put manic in a situation with postpartum, it's not good because some people, they over sexualize themselves when they going through manic. Okay, some people, their eating habits is not good. That either way, whether it's eating too much or not eating at all, they stay up for days. Some people stay up for days. Some people sleep too much. Okay, decision making, proper decision making. I'm going to say it again. Proper decision making is definitely not a thing, because how can you make proper decision making when your brain is over or all over the place or in so many different situations at one time? Your brain is living in a place of confusion, okay? And your whole purpose should be to diffuse it. But instead of a person diffusing the confusion, they're adding on to it. So this person done been in situation after situation, done had baby after baby. But at no point in time have you seen this person get any type of help for themselves. And Robert said it multiple times. And that's not a diss to somebody. That's not something you just throw out there like, listen, yeah, bitch, you need help. No, that's something you saying to a person. No, like, you really need to go get help. Like, for you. So you could be productive for your children too. Because the fire that's burning inside of you, okay, that's causing you to go through the things that you going through or the actions that you making or the decisions that you making, you don't want that to be the same fire that build up into your children. And she say, oh, she keep her kids off of social media. How? When the only thing them kids be on is devices. How? You can control what they see to a certain extent, but I'm pretty sure they ain't got no goddamn baby accounts. Okay, I'm pretty sure that they be on goddamn TikTok and other different outlets. But the difference is, regardless of what they see online, they seeing it up close and in person. Them kids done seen shit that we will never even know. Imagine that. So at what point in time do a person go and get help for themselves so that way that they will productively be able to make proper decisions and be a conducive help to their children? She took their pages so they can't keep in contact with RH. She evil. But you took their generational wealth away. You took their business away. You took their way to prophesize away. You took their way to earn away. You took the way of teaching them. You took the way to be able to teach them the business away. That would have been something that they would have had in place for themselves, regardless to what's going on with you or what happens to you. Whether you was here today or tomorrow, despite what you leave them, that would have also gave them a platform to build on. These kids, they don't do nothing but, how can I say, video games and things of that nature. Those are things that people can make money off of. Game channels. Lala is a young girl. You know, she figuring herself out at this point in time. It would have been great to take her up underneath the wing as she's transitioning from a young girl into her teens. Online therapy don't count. Not for her. She need an in-person visit. She needs an in-person visit. Okay? That online therapy for her is not, It ain't what it is. It ain't. Especially when you lying to the therapist. You can't go into therapy lying to somebody. That is the first rule of thumb. How you going to somebody for help and you lying to them? They only helping you based off a lie. They not helping you off of your truth. So how is the therapy supposed to work for you? And you only use therapy to go against somebody else, not for the actual growth in self. That's definitely or was not the case. It's 2:31 in the building. I hope y'all hit that like button for me. I hope the like button ain't dry, baby. I can't even see how many people or how many, because I'm not through the other way. See, that's the difference. When you go through regular YouTube and you go through StreamYard, you get different benefits with each app. I'm just going to be honest. Because see, I can see my collective count of likes and how many people in the building at the same time to be able to see what the likes is looking like on my end, baby. But when it's on StreamYard, I can see the the 233 that's in the building, but I can't see the likes at all to know whether the likes is liking at the time. And I don't know why. And I really don't know why, but I hope y'all definitely hitting that like button for me to let the people know that I'm here in the algorithm as well, baby. And I hope y'all been hyping up Tay videos. I hope y'all been hyping up my videos. Okay, it's 230 watching and it's 132 in the building. So listen, we need 100 likes. That's basically what it is. We need 100 more. Listen. I'll take another 75, 100. Let's get them likes up. Make sure y'all share to definitely get this live out there. Okay? That's right. Get the likes up, please. Tay be giving us the let them know, Cindy. For real, and I definitely kept my part of the deal today because I told y'all I'm going to start trying to really do the mornings with Tay. And I'm going to come and we're going to have just a regular conversation like I'm doing right now and shoot the shits about the different things that we have seen take place thus far. Because we're not going to act like people don't go through things in their real life, right? So if somebody's life is on public display, it's just basically like a comparison, to say the least, and what I would do and what I wouldn't do, or how I'm reacting to the situation of what is being done. Because people make decisions with their finances on the daily basis, good ones and bad ones. We're just calling out the factors of it not being a good factor of decision making with the way that we've seen these finances being spent, if we're reacting to the factors of the content. That's all and that's it. That's all and that's it. Definitely support your girl Tay. I know y'all ain't gonna have me up in here dry today because I don't see nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Now I don't know if ain't nothing showing up because that's on YouTube, but I don't see nothing showing up on my end. That's for Hey, authentic young lady. That's right. Singing hype me up. Right. Hype Tay up. Hype Tay up. Oh, hey, outspoken. I ain't even see you down there. The kids see messed up. Code every day, my opinion. She deleted them because people were probably commenting. Listen, they looked it better on their page because a lot of the shit that was on their page was from when she was with RH. To be honest, she should have kept them off of her page because the way she was displaying the kids on her page is what had people commenting and seeing different things like, wait a minute, hold on. You buying a nigga $30,000 chains and it's looking like your kids is getting dressed out the laundry bag. It looks like they getting dressed out the laundry bag. We ain't seen them at their very best since she been out her marriage. Only time we seen these kids really clean, if you want to be honest, and it's coming from me, is when she tried to come out here and say she had that Ethica brand deal. Where the fuck is that? They ain't give you no more jackets. They ain't hand out no more motherfucking sweatsuits. What, the deal wasn't real? It fell through? Because we ain't seen no more shit from Ethica on you or them. But that was the only time that we seen them kids get something of something from something. Okay? Outside of the factors of that, the only other time they was put in something of something for something was the factors of them fucking Alibaba ass loyalty, molded fucking suits. Them sweatsuits to promote her fucking moose. That's it. So you put them kids out here on your channel for them to look bad. So I don't understand what was the point in you deleting their channels, because that's where they good days was at. That's where they memories with RH was at. That's where they remember starting to actually live a life of comfort. We ain't saying you and your husband ain't motherfucking argue, but shit, you let motherfuckers talk you out your spot and being disrespectful got you left. Who the bitch now? You want to be hopping up all in a man face, calling them all kinds of bitches and different things? Who's the bitch now? Because your moose is damn sure bitching you. Mm-hmm. The moose is bitching you. Shit, instead of taking the kids page away, you should have took the moose page away. You said that you built it, right? And now he using some shit you built to get promotion offer and pussy at the same time. Shit. How he using your promotion to get extra coochie? Huh? The same way RH said when he got with you, you had 1,000 followers, okay, and he built your page up to the followers that you have now. Is the same way you said you got with that moose, right? And you built his page up because it wasn't on shit. Because after the Wu-Tang thing, or other than the Wu-Tang thing, what the hell has this man done that was relevant other than look like a moose? Because he been fucking on you, gonna continue fucking on you, and only going to live off of you. But if those are the type of things that make you happy, then hey, to each their own, baby. Rolling downhill, outspoken. Rolling downhill, just like this one. Rolling on the river. Do. When you was in your marriage, you had a stable place. Shit, y'all had just upgraded your house. The house that the situation even happened in. They had just moved in. They hadn't even finished unpacking. The shit was still sitting up against the walls in bags. Let's talk about that. So it shows that you was with the man that was building with you. A person that was trying to look better with you. Fuck that, baby. You know we both got some fucked up teeth. You get your teeth done, I'm going to get my teeth done. I'm losing some of the weight, throughout the situation or whatever the case may be. When you How can I invest in yourself? You do the best with yourself. And you had a person that wasn't only willing to invest in themselves like the person you have now. You had a person that was willing to invest in you also. Like, fuck that. We coming up together. I'm looking good. You looking good. We gonna look good. That's what it's about. Not a person trying to gain off of your clout and look good with or without. And forget that they only look good because of you. Because the moose is only known because of you. The same way the no longer Hampton is known because of Mr. Hampton is the same reason why the moose is getting the attention that he is getting, because you brung a person to the forefront. So if you're gonna delete anybody motherfucking page, you deleted Robert, you took that, you strike that. Why the fuck you won't take the moose page? And he using it to get pussy. Grace Jones, pussy. Thank you, Cindy. You was the first person to put a tip in Tay tip jar. I definitely appreciate that because it's 10:18 and Tay definitely been up here since 8:50 or something like that. But I like to conversate and come and show y'all my love anyway, either way. But the love is definitely appreciated, to say the least. And I hope y'all definitely appreciate the fact we're going to be doing this a lot more. And I'm definitely going to be trying to come on, like I said, between 8 and 8:15. I said yesterday, but I think it'd be better if I say anywhere between 8 and 9. Anywhere between 8 and 9, be prepared to see Tay pop in. Okay, and we're going to definitely have our morning conversation, sipping tea with Tay in the morning, baby. That's how we go for sure, because even though I'm working from home, there's some people that's working or out and about, and I'm actually helping them get through their morning, to say the least. So it works both ways, baby. It works both ways. Let me see. Hope everyone have a great day. Definitely, Talisha, definitely. I ain't leaving yet, so if you able or you decide to pop back in, Tay will still be here for a couple of minutes. Hey, Gianni. Right, all we could do is tell it, because the truth is going to be the truth. And you know, the truth always shames the devil, right? And that's why a person came out here and try to shut the content creators up. It ain't got nothing to do with harassing her. Anybody that tells a person the truth, they take it as harassment. Only thing we did was tell the truth. Only thing Robert did to her ass was tell the truth. The only thing the landlord did was tell the truth. And now she even talking about the landlord is harassing her, because the truth of the matter is, bitch, I want my motherfucking money. The faster you pay me my money, the faster you won't have to hear nothing from me. But as long as you think that you're going to run in this world like a little ass girl and not actually take accountability or responsibility for shit, it's going to always come back to bite. It's not on the other person or people. It's on you. It's the things that you do, the shit you sign up with or put yourself in. And then you say that other people be the blame of it. How? And I stand on the fact is that, yeah, Shorty put that ring cam tape out with her and Janelle, this, that, and the third. But I'm pretty sure them people that own that property done seen much more, because she has a bad habit of just putting out what she want people to see or just putting out what she want people to hear. But it still be a whole lot of shit that goes attached to it. All right. So the damage that was going on within that apartment, or the disrespect to the property, I could only imagine, baby. The hell? She could have been up in there arguing and this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's right, Authentic. That's the only thing. How the fuck you say the landlord bothering you and you got something that he want? That's his. You in possession of something that's his goddamn money. It does not matter whether you gave him the property back, sent him the keys. I don't give a fuck. You still signed this contract. So why was my money not in the envelope with the keys? If you sent in the keys, why you did not send in the monies? That's my whole thing. So if you would have sent in the money along with the keys, I wouldn't have had to call you to say nothing other than the factors of received. But being that I see I received my keys, but I didn't receive no money, I'm calling. And now I'm not getting a response. I try to talk to you in text message. You tell me something by word of mouth, but then your actions show something different. I don't have time to be played with, because if you was leaving, it would have gave and let me know the correct way. I would have been able to get another tenant to replace. But being that you tried to do some slick shit, even though you told me something else, I want my money and nothing else at this point. You left at a certain point in the month. I don't give a fuck if you paid me in July. That was for, I want my September rent still. And he's entitled to it. And then to go in there and see the damages, that's crazy. Because how the fuck you clean up and take care of more of somebody else's house than you do your own? When you on camera at the Moose house, you make it seem like you being the productive housewife. You cooking, you cleaning, you taking care of the kids. And it's all a goddamn fucking facade. But when you have your own home, there's no stableness. You was leaving these kids at home to drive an hour away to go lay up in a nigga's place with your two new babies while the other kid, you stupid. You stupid. You stupid. That's so, Lord. I don't like using that word. I don't even allow my kids to use that word. Stupid, dummy, none of them. But you have to call sometimes things what they is. It's a difference to be dumb, right? But to be the whole dummy, it's bad to be dumb. But to be the whole damn dummy, mm-mm. Thank you for dropping that. That's right. Support your girl Tay. You see my Cash App on the screen. 1212. Bless me, bless me. 1212. The unicorn baby. No, I think I should keep my day job. I think I should keep my day job. I don't think being a rapper is for Tay. I don't know. I don't think that one. That's like me starting a business and knowing I ain't gonna be able to complete it. But shit, my words be rapping, not even on purpose. It be happening. How they say, ain't no cap in my rap. Ain't no cap in my rap. Hey, Denise. That's because everyone doesn't live dirty like that. He probably let her know. Yeah, you could tell. What was the first thing he did when she left with her kids? That man got his rugs washed. Okay? He put up videos talking about how people keep their car nasty. You know a car could get roaches. Her car probably got roaches. All right? I wouldn't be surprised if her car got roaches. Because when you got kids and you going to eat through the drive-through and you allowing the kids to eat in the car and you finding french fries and shit under the seat and packets of ketchup in the door from 3 days ago, and you got shit in your trunk and look like you're living out of it versus cleaning it, then yes, those is habits. That is nasty. But you know what they say. What's going on with you on the inside will ultimately become your outside. So your outside clutteredness actually projects your inside clutteredness. And her insides is cluttered. They cluttered. Them insides is cluttered. to say the least. So don't be sitting here talking, no. Tupac, look, Tupac and anybody else, and I say Tupac because this is the same people that sit there to try to defend her that will get in Robert goddamn comments and argue with this man that he don't look like Tupac or he ain't Tupac. So them relatively being her supporters, we already know the type of brainwave that these people act on. So even that Tupac situation playing a part, and them people, like, I would really be cracking the hell up. Like, I know they not really in this man comments arguing with him about the fact is that he not Tupac. You don't think he know he not fucking Tupac? But these is the same people that argue to say that she's happy. Do you understand where I was going with that example? So don't come out here in this sense and try to make it seem like anybody is putting out anything other than evidence of the factors of her being irresponsible and still taking no accountability. All right? Tell them Tupac bringing coins. They so, yo, DS, when I tell you I would be cracking up, people would really be arguing with Robert so hard in them comments. Talk about you, something wrong with you. You're crazy. You ain't Tupac. You ain't Tupac. Well, if I put this motherfucking scarf on and it get this many motherfuckers worked up to tell me that I ain't Tupac, I'm gonna see how this gonna go. And as a businessman, it works for me because I ain't said shit. You said it all. And if you know I don't look like Tupac and you done told me I don't look like Tupac, why the fuck would you be mad that I'm not Tupac? Yo, can't make this shit up. People is dead serious about the daughter clothes looking like they. That was me. I said that because it's the truth. It's the damn truth. And then once she ran out of her clothes that was in the hamper, then she started wearing her brother clothes that was out the hamper. Meanwhile, this bitch wearing every mini Temu outfit, TikTok outfit, rubber band suit that she could find. I'm pretty sure they got a little girl section on Temu and TikTok or wherever else. That, listen, don't buy her clothes from wherever you getting yours from. That's number one. All this dirt on this girl, these people still harassing RH. That's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about it. Definitely the sad part about it. But at the end of the day, don't try to say that anything that we come out here and talk about, I know for me, I'm just going to be honest. I don't just wake up one day and come out here and make up shit. No, there's receipts to back up anything that we come out here with. When Lupac went live yesterday, okay, I swear I don't think that she went and wrote text messages to herself back and forth from the landlord and Bree. I'm pretty sure I don't think that Lupac typed up that motherfucking paperwork and took it to the courthouse for them to put it on public display for other people to be able to get them same exact documents. And I damn sure don't believe that I ever heard Lupac say from when I was in the chat that sis was getting evicted. I never heard Lupac say that. I heard Lupac actually say that she broke the contract and the landlord was taking her to motherfucking court for his money because she had skipped out on the factors of the contract, which is a breach of contract. And she was supposed to leave the end of the month, but she left on the 12th of the month instead. Lupac is not the person that owes the landlord any motherfucking money. So why the factors that Lupac brought the tea, right, of Bree's irresponsibility, people trying to say she made it up. What are you bitches got to be motherfucking crazy. I know for damn sure y'all got to be goddamn crazy. Because for one, who the fuck got that type of time on their hands to be, oh, my bad. Only people with coochie hair falsify documents. They the only ones that got time to put some shit together. So I guess they figure that being that they falsify documents, that no, truth tellers is the thing. Okay. And when you a truth teller, it comes with you're non-biased. The only thing you give a fuck about is what's right and what's wrong. The wrongness in the situation is that she ran off on the plug, which was the fucking landlord. Okay. The rightness of the situation is she should pay that man his goddamn money, because him taking her to court, he making her responsible for his court fees and everything. And from the looks and sounds of that goddamn paperwork, because I'm not paying $1 for each sheet. Fuck that. If it got something to do with Mr. Barnes, I'll wait, because that's some shit I'm actually totally in tune to. Okay. But who the fuck pay? I'm not paying all them motherfucking sheets just to know something that I already know, that she is fucking responsible and don't take accountability. So what I did was the same shit. I sat, I listened, and I know that it's a truthful fucking document. So if Lupac was reading from the document, she didn't remove or add any information to it. Okay, it's not like she the person that said and redacted in the transcript from whatever she got, right? And put, well, Briana chose not to pay her rent. No, she didn't. She didn't choose to pay her rent. She didn't choose to pay the rent that the landlord was now requested. And being that they wasn't able to meet in the middle, she left his property vacant, and now she's responsible for it. So that has nothing to do with Lupac, okay? That has everything to do with motherfucking liar, pants on fucking fire. And that's on that. That's on that. Yeah, they said it's a lie that people trying to say Briana got evicted. So about Lupac came and lied to her people once again. Who the fuck lied to their people? Who? She ain't lied to no motherfucking body. Y'all the ones that be out here lying to every motherfucking body. Cause I'm just being honest. If it ain't a receipt, I ain't never hear it come out of Lupac's mouth, baby. So if I'm reading off of a document that everybody publicly can get, why the fuck? Make it make sense. It don't, it won't. Because even though common sense is free, everybody ain't got it, baby. And the only thing that is a lie and is a liar is Bree. Obviously, because this is her information and it wasn't created, it wasn't made up, but anything that has to do with her, it must be a lie. It got to be a lie. No, it's the truth. I know the people that deal with her wish it was a lie. Okay, like the landlord, Dr. Jill, Robert, the Anaya, Alexis G, a couple of people. Miss Denise. Where the fuck is Miss Denise? Huh? She's still pouring into you, Denise, on that aspect? Because when she was following up with all the shit that this girl was doing, and this older lady saying that this young girl gives them an inspiration. An inspiration of what? To be stupid? It is your inspiration to be stupid. So if your inspiration is to be stupid, then I guess you have actually soiled your seed. I guess your seed has been sowed. Everything about the girl. Okay, I don't give a damn. It got to be a lie. It got the girl lies on your own choice. I don't believe her kid. Yo, I'm dead. She said, I don't even believe the kids had COVID. That is funny. That is funny. That is funny as hell. So, But people don't realize that they shoot they they shoot their credibility in the foot. Once you are known as a liar, now I have to actually think anything that you say or what have you said that has actually been a lie. How much truth or how many lies have you told past the factors of being found to be a liar? Now it's going to have a person going through their Rolodex of everything that you've ever told them to say, wait, you think this might have been a lie? I don't even believe this. Now I don't think I believe this shit either. And that's what it is that you got, and that's what it is that you get. But yeah, Tay about to get up off of here. Make sure you hit that like button for your girl. I love each and every one of you. You already know. If didn't nobody tell you that they love you today, Tay definitely do. If God woke us up this morning, everything else was an extra. I hope I helped y'all get through some part of the day. Oh, before I go, I'm sorry, y'all. I did not do a mental check on this live. I did not do the mental 1, 2, 3 check. When it comes down to my community, I am so sorry. So everybody knows, because Tay needs to know how her people is feeling going forward. Okay? If you are 1, that means that you are okay, baby. If you are a 2, that means things can go either way. And if you are a 3, me and the community will definitely pray for you, baby. So drop down in the comments if you still here and didn't go nowhere. Let Tay know if you are a 1, 2, or 3, because the mental check has to always be a thing. I will not do a live and then get off without me knowing how my community is doing for sure. Oh, I see some ones. I love that for us. I love that for us. The energy is energy, and baby. The energy is energy, and baby. Hey, Miss Beauty, Judy. Oh, Tay. No, Tay is still here. I'm not going to leave until I finish with this mental check, baby. Terry, what up, Terry? I didn't even see you in the building, baby. I see some ones. Queen Love Mel 3 been struggling trying to find a place to live for me and my granddad, but I'm keeping my faith. Listen, believe God got you, and I'm telling you, something is definitely going to come up for sure. For sure. So do not give up. Keep looking forward. If you woke up this morning, any and everything else is an extra. Don't let the overwhelmment get you. Take some time to yourself and actually try to figure out some things that you can do and what can be done. I don't know, somebody out there burning up their shit, y'all. Their alarm is going off. I don't know. But don't burn my shit down. All right? But I see a 3, and I'm sorry that you're going through that, baby. And Tay is definitely going to pray. And I'm going to see if I could look into some services that I possibly could send your way. So definitely hit me up on Facebook, because they do have some programs and stuff that definitely might be of some assistance. Because if your granddad is of a certain age, then elderly, they get certain type of things. I see some ones. Diaz said a 2 and a 3. God is good. That's right, baby. Hopefully I could get things to go the other way. Because let me tell y'all, even though Tay come up here with high energy, the blessing in it for me is that I woke up and God gave me the chance to change any and everything that came in as an extra. And anything that does come as an extra for the positive, then it only can be considered a blessing. Because as long as we woke up this morning, we got a clean piece of paper to get a new start. And I'm focused on a new start rather than focusing on the dark. And I actually be going through things too. Shit, I'm trying to figure out some things, how to get to some things, how to do some things. But I figure if I get to it positively versus going into it negatively, then things that actually seem to work out for me versus overwhelm me. So I'm still going to show up and show out. I'm going to give that energy that y'all know and that y'all feel. And hopefully my energy, you understand, it rubs off onto somebody else. Because sometimes the biggest thing that you can be is the value is in my voice. So when I say I love people, if didn't nobody tell you that they love you today, they definitely do. Don't think I'm saying that because it just sound good. No, I mean that shit from the up, the bottom, in the middle of my heart. I really do. That's right. And we all definitely praying for you. And that's what it's for. See, people coming together versus tearing apart. We supposed to build instead of break. All right. Heal people, and hurt people, hurt people. I don't want a person to be in my community and be hurting and me not do something to try to change the factors of that to bring forth some healing. So even if my great words and my prayer can bring some difference into a situation there, I definitely appreciate that. And that's right. We pray that Miss Judy gets some peace today, baby. And DS, I actually hope that your 2 and 3 goes into a 1, baby. I hope so. And I hope your 2 turn to a 1 too, Cindy. And my family is actually good. My baby woke up with a belly ache this morning. She's sleeping still. So that's how I've been up here able to do my 1s and 2s and my Tay mornings with you. But outside of that, I woke up this morning. Everybody is, I guess, at this point in time, healthy. I don't have nothing to complain about. I'm appreciative of what I got. So to focus on what I have not, I ain't gonna even beat myself up. I'm gonna look forward. You feel me? And that's what it's all about, looking forward. But I'm happy I did. Heavenly Father, we ask, there we go. I'm going to read this prayer to the chat from Miss Judy. Heavenly Father, we ask you to bring healing, resolution, and peace to all in their time of need. In this we ask of you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen, amen. I hope everybody bowed their head for that prayer and actually took it in. Because just remember, God is here, friend, and he see everything. He sits high, but he definitely looks low. And he see everything that we are going through. And sometimes the things that we lose or we feel that we are losing is not a loss. Sometimes the L is actually a lesson. And he's trying to move us forward to our next blessing. I love you guys. Make sure you remember, Tay said that she loves you. So no matter what you go into today, somebody loves you, baby. And that somebody is definitely me. One hand washes the other. Both hands wash the face. We better together, baby. And that's the way it goes. Your girl Tay Tay is out of here. La 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 lattes were a. La 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 lattes were a.